Good afternoon, everybody. We ready with the live stream? Okay. Well, thank you all for being here this afternoon. I know we didn't give as much notice as we always would like, but these things develop quickly and we want to get the information out, as you'll see with the narrative that I talk about. On August 29th at approximately 3 p.m., deputies responded to a residence in the 15,300 block of Goodhue Street in unincorporated Whittier regarding an assault with a deadly weapon call, person stabbed at the location. They arrived on scene and observed the victim with stab wounds to his upper torso. LA County Fire responded and pronounced the victim deceased at the scene. The suspect fled the scene in the victim's vehicle, which is described, and by the way, has been recovered as a 2021 silver Toyota RAV4 with the license plate number of 8 V as in Victor, P as in Paul, H as in Henry, 289. And if you're wondering, the reason we're putting out this vehicle information is because we believe the suspect had been driving around in this vehicle for at least a day, maybe a night. And if anybody saw this vehicle anywhere between the area of Whittier all the way out to the area of potentially Chino or Ontario, please notify our homicide detectives immediately. Because again, as we're still piecing a lot of this together to apprehend this suspect, there could be something missing that could be very critical. During the investigation, investigators located surveillance video of the suspect entering into the victim's residence on August 28th at approximately 2:45 p.m. A couple minutes later, the suspect can be seen fleeing the location in the victim's vehicle. Based on the surveillance video, we believe the murder occurred on August 28th at approximately 2:45 p.m. The victim's vehicle was entered into the law enforcement databases as armed and dangerous. Homicide investigators discovered video surveillance of the victim's vehicle traversing through the city of Ontario on August 29th at approximately 3 a.m. Shortly after, the investigators discovered additional footage of the victim's vehicle parked in the city of Chino at 6 a.m. Investigators learned that the Whittier Police Department responded to the 15,500 block of Fairview Avenue in the city of Whittier just prior to this homicide that I'm describing. These two locations are approximately 2 blocks apart. This incident occurred 2 blocks away, and the suspect was scared away by a family member. We have the same suspect description, method of operation, entered through an unlocked door, and they were both violently assaulted. The suspect remains outstanding, and we are asking for the public's help in identifying the suspect in both of these incidences that I've described. Based on the witness statements, we believe the suspect may be homeless. The suspect is described as a male, dark complected, short black hair with facial hair, approximately 5 feet tall, 8 inches, about 150 pounds, thin build, wearing dark pants and a tan colored shirt. In regards to age, we're not 100% sure, but we're ranging it. It could be in the 30s, but that's the information we have at this time. We are working closely with our law enforcement partners, not only with our partners at the Whittier Police Department, but we've been in conversations with the Chino Police Department as well. We are sharing information specifically with Chief Kevin Menson at Chino PD, and we are providing extra patrols, not only in our areas, but they're providing extra patrols in their area as well, as they're monitoring their city. We want the community, our community, to know that we are working very diligently to keep you safe. And that's primarily the purpose for us getting up here and speaking with you. We believe there is a public safety risk. This individual has committed at least 2 violent assaults on what appears to be 2 elderly individuals. And he entered through an open door in both residences. That's very important. So we want to make sure the public is aware of that. And just for our residences in the area, we're providing additional patrols as well. For our Norwalk and Pico Rivera stations, we are also supplementing efforts to through our Operation Safe Streets Bureau and homeless outreach personnel. We believe these 2 crimes are random acts of violence. We are asking for the public and really reminding the public, and we know it's been very hot the last couple of days. It's hot today. You have to always lock your front door. And if possible, lock your windows. Always do that, please. If you live in this area, we also ask the public to check their surveillance cameras. If somebody was seen either walking, running in this area about this time, it's very important for if you see anything, you heard anything, you talk to a neighbor, something that looked out of place with the description of this suspect, call us. Even if you think it's insignificant, please call us. And if you do believe that when you see the picture of this individual that you may recognize him, please call us immediately at Sheriff's Homicide Bureau, which is 323-890-5500, or Crime Stoppers at 800-222-TIPS. Questions? We believe it is. Yes, we believe it's the same person. So, and sometimes because it's a little pixelated, it may look different, but it gives a pretty good picture of this individual that we're seeking.
In the Fairview assault, there were 2 people in that home who were badly assaulted. How are they doing?
In that specific address in the city of Whittier, there was one, the elderly gentleman was the only one who was assaulted, and his son intervened, which caused the suspect to take off running.
I mean, how lucky is that?
Very fortunate that the son took the action and probably saved his family member's life.
Sheriff, in the fatal incident in Whittier, was any personal property taken from the victim?
It's the unincorporated area of Whittier that we're talking about where the murder occurred and the victim's vehicle was taken. That's the vehicle that I've described, the vehicle that was recovered in the city of Chino.
Nothing else from the house or anything?
That's correct. Sí, lo podemos hacer de español cuando acabemos aquí.
Excuse me, sir, we have a short video to show as well.
Okay. Before we go to the next step, if you don't mind, we have a short video to show, and I'm hoping that we can show this to our community. And it shows, I believe you'll see the suspect running away from one of the homes. I believe that's the suspect there that you see that came into that top portion of the picture that goes into the home. And I do want to clarify for the location in the city of Whittier, it's Fernview Street. Fernview Street. And that's for the location in the city of Whittier where the gentleman was assaulted.
Did that happen on Monday?
Yes. We believe so.
Any other questions?
In your description, you use dark complexion, does that mean white male, Hispanic male with
All those options are on the table. That's what was described as you see in the photos. Male and yeah, it can be Hispanic, Middle Eastern. It can be just about many things. We have a very diverse community.
Do you have any idea what he was doing in Chino or why he was driving around there? How you, did your license plate readers pick him up down there?
Those are all questions. Those are all excellent questions, and those are all things we're looking at right now. And that's why we're asking for the public's help. If you saw this vehicle with that license plate number anywhere, it could be part of the puzzle of what we need to solve.
Sheriff, a lot of times we have these home invasions, they want jewelry, they want cash, but in this case, it sounds like this guy is, he didn't take anything from the home and just took the car. So how scary is that for the public to know that this guy is out here, obviously causing mayhem to the community?
That's exactly why we're here, and we called you to this presser. We're very concerned. The investigators are extremely concerned about the public safety risk that this individual pose to our community, and that's why we consider him a public safety threat at this point. Because you're right on. That's not something we see every day, and it's very disturbing. Yeah. All right, that'll conclude the English portion of this, and then I'll transfer over to Spanish. You only have one Spanish camera?
Yes.
Okay. Soy el alguacil del condado de Los Ángeles y en el 29 de agosto, como a las 3 de la tarde, los deputies de la estación de Norwalk fueron a una llamada en el bloque de Goodhue Street, 15300, en una área de unincorporated Whittier. Cuando llegamos allí, hallamos a un hombre mayor que era una víctima que fue asesinado. Los bomberos fueron y para ayudar, pero el hombre murió. En ese crimen, el sospechoso que entró a su casa con la puerta que no estaba trancada, se llevó el carro de la víctima. Y el carro que se llevó era un 2021 Toyota RAV4 con la placa de 8 VPH 289. Cuando nosotros estábamos investigando este crimen, estamos hablando con la policía de Whittier y hallamos que había un domicilio en 2 bloques de esta location, que hubo otro crimen cuando nosotros pensamos que el mismo hombre que miran aquí en el retrato entró a esa casa por una puerta que no estaba trancada y asaltó a un señor mayor también y se fue corriendo de ahí. So, tenemos 2 crímenes donde pensamos los detectives que son conectados con lo que pasó. So, la razón que nosotros estamos aquí es para darle al público el aviso que por favor atranquen sus puertas y ventanas. Sabemos que está haciendo mucha calor, pero no queremos que alguien así se meta. Y también si ustedes viven donde pasó y tienen cámaras, que por favor le llamen a la oficina del alguacil o el departamento de policía de Whittier si miraron algo sospechoso o si por favor miran el foto de este individuo y les llaman a los otros lo más pronto posible porque no queremos que esto haga otra vez. Now, otra cosa que pasó aquí es el carro de la víctima, apareció en la ciudad de Chino un día después. So, si esto nomás, si esta persona dejó el carro allá, no sabemos si anda por ese rumbo de Chino o Ontario. So, no nomás es aquí en la área de Whittier, pero también allá.
¿Qué se sabe del arma? ¿Fue un cuchillo o fue algo así que agarró en la casa de la víctima? O...
En uno de los asaltos sí parece que eso es exactamente lo que usó. Pero todo eso también está abajo de investigación a ver todo lo que pasó.
¿Y el arma se la llevó? ¿Es la misma que está usando en los dos casos?
Eso todavía no sabemos. Estamos investigando.
¿Hay forma de que muestren el carro que se llevó esa vez como para ver si la comunidad lo ha visto?
Sí, eso, el carro lo estamos poniendo, el departamento de Chino, la policía, ya cogió el carro. Pero la razón que queremos poner el carro afuera o para que el público sepa es porque queremos saber si alguien miró ese carro con esas placas, que los diga también. Eso es muy importante para saber dónde estaba y ojalá que no, pero puede haber otra víctima por ahí donde estaba.
¿Y las víctimas son mayores, son ancianos?
Los dos víctimas sí son mayores.
¿Por qué
Okay.
se cree que la persona que están buscando sea indigente, homeless?
Porque una de las, ¿cómo se dice? Witness que miró y lo que miramos nosotros estamos diciendo que puede hacer, no que es, que puede hacer. Eso estamos preguntando también. Ok, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por venir.